Howdy folks, I assume lots of you, like me, love ice. And you know, ice is having a sort of a cultural moment right now. It's showing up in the New York Times, etc. Most of the articles you'll see will have a quote from Camper English, of course, one of my heroes. He wrote a book about how to make clear ice at home. I'm gonna try out one of the techniques I haven't tried before. We got a fun drink to make. Let's go. So this book is by Camper English. Of course, I've mentioned him before. He's the fella who figured out how to do directional freezing at home so you can make clear ice cubes for your cocktails at your house. This guy rules. You can follow him on Instagram if you want to. Highly recommended. He's written other books as well. The last one was about medicinal uses for alcohol through history. Very interesting. It's called Doctors and Distillers. He's got another one all about gin and tonics. This guy's legit. The ice book is super fun. It's basically a how-to make clear ice at home. I pretty much already knew most of the information in the book, but there were a few techniques in there that I hadn't really gone for yet. One thing that he does love to do that I've never really went for, and that's freezing things inside of ice cubes, like freezing garnishes in there or mint inside an ice sphere, or he'll put like a plastic eyeball inside of a sphere for Halloween or something. He'll also freeze an entire bottle in a block of ice for like an event or something. That's never something that I really was into, but you know what? Today we're gonna try it because I like to try something new. Now, it is lavender season here, and my yard just has a ton of lavender. So I thought it'd be fun to try and freeze some sprigs of lavender into a clear ice sphere. To do that, I'm gonna use lavender from my garden and the clear ice sphere maker that I received recently. So what I did was I used little clothespins just to suspend the lavender sort of in the right area of the mold. And then went ahead and just made the ice sphere as normal. And you know what? It worked pretty well. It's not absolutely perfect. There's still a couple of bubbles in there, but I think the lavender might just sort of interfere with you know, the freezing process or whatever. So that's not a super huge surprise. And by the way, since I have all this lavender, I decided I'd whip up a quick lavender simple syrup. It's extremely simple. I've made a whole video about how to make lavender simple syrup. One of my first videos, actually. You can go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Now, what I like to do is make a sort of improved gin cocktail. It'll be gin, usually a high-proof gin, some lavender simple syrup, a little maraschino, some absinthe, just a few drops, couple dashes of bitters, and we'll put it on top of our lavender ice sphere. Let's do it. Lavender, 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 did it. Let's give this drink a taste, shall we? It's got a nice little flowery lavender sort of taste. Maraschino gives a little funk. I mean, a tiny amount of bitterness. It's like the absinthe just sort of rounds it all out. This is a lovely drink that I love. Gin is great for summer. It's delicious. And my lavender ice, you know, it's not really adding to the flavor, but it looks freaking cool, man. That looks cool. As the sphere is melting, some of the flowers are going to get exposed. It might give you a little extra lavenderiness in there, I guess. Little extra lavender aroma, maybe. Anyway, that's pretty fun, okay? You can't tell me that's not fun, because it's fun. So yeah, fun book. Lots of other techniques and topics covered in there. It's just a tiny little book. It doesn't cost very much. You gotta buy it for yourself or for your ice loving friend. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.